is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your con ever, never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. I know it is a fiery streak.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. The other... It should be easier. You swoop up and catch what you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different... It says whirling in rag. A mirror hangs above a hot water. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of as you abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't. What does it even mean? What there might have been 10 years ago is little more than a cadaverous spasm now. The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever, a fine web of more likely a projectile than a held object. It is the single green. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? The window agreed.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks.
Officer? No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the drinking? Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes? There was the usual ruckus. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious art. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. Yes. It was very cool. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under forest.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties. It's 51. The current centuries don't have civilization has yeah?
Those words tell me something.
Glad to have been of assistance.
A man in his late 20s. That was distant.
Oh no!
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in? You're right. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always.
A competent. Looks like something about it makes you...
Look, why don't you go and talk to him?
He pretends.
Oh no!
Could the massive...
Yes, you are. What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I have 3 cafe... She just... you know...
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't.
A bespectacled as you. If an assault, he is your half-brother.
Hello.
You realize this is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep.
Oh, it looks like we had a... If you don't mind, it also wouldn't hurt to assure him at the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest. Right. And the interviews? Good. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? Completely. Does that mean you took the... Mm-hmm. Does that mean the body is no longer... So,
This is the first...
where it has been hanging for 7... We all feel that. But first, we have to take it... I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market off. Yes. They're not just... I would ask you to step... You mean you don't have a badge? Oh. If you didn't have your badge, I can see. If you need something for your head, talk to the man. We all feel that. But first, we have to take it down. After you.
Lieutenant gets... The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some... Well...
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. We can get to...
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Of course. Where to? It's there. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence. What do you mean? Yes, sir.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast. Just coast. There's a little... The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. It's there. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it... It's there. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment building. No problem. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all. Before you stands Vapor Eminent. This must... In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheat. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle, as you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition.
Translation. We're not going... Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
This is the...
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. But nothing. It's probably nothing.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Yes, sorry about that. The Cupri's Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
The Caprice Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see a set of... A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the... Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the... Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up. Some pretty wild... I've heard talk that...
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accountable.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's
analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythm.
Don't be a stranger.
An old monument. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, what did he do? High above you, a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, small, it's the nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Yes? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. if I were to walk in front of you. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic. Sizes containers. I don't know.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes.
What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was... There's a strong prejudice against That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. That's right. No, it's not a particularly. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath. I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Because it's...
So there's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar.
You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. To find him, there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the diff... Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer. So that's... I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, later. Was there anything else you wanted to... Good.
No response. He just arches his brow. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. If you insist. What do you want to know? That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
That's because I'm half Seolite. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity. And you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. No.
The lieutenant nods.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant, but this isn't an old school case.
So what? That makes you the new school? God, for real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces. We all have. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man.
I know exactly, but you see...
Silent, your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so... the strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. Apples? Yeah, apples? I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, you know. I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race... The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real... It's what the Kips of Boogie Street are. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got... Don't push your luck.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually good.
Besides, we're not that different. Maybe you should ask them. We have...
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. Right to work!
It's shameful.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
The worn and...
We can sit on benches after we've solved it.
You can revisit.
shame. René, I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way...
See? You're munching and complaining of... Ah, mon Dieu. I hope you pass out from it. You...
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky. This felt wrong. Wrong.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent...
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good.
What are you talking about?
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or probably because...
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Yeah, I do. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. This place is... Yes, melted. This here is...
Blood ground.
Damn, the rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own downfall.
You don't even be...
Thinking men have opinions on these.
They're not. And I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, I would have preferred if instead, all that. This is just what the damn voice sell. The suzerain is... It's no use talking to you. You are still in Daddy's...
Oh. Cocaine.
A superpower. Decisively. Without fear, Revachol would be...
Don't get stuck.
The Carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being.
Right.